Is this a safe space? What's going on, everyone? Trust the Buzz here. If you are new to the channel, I make daily Charlotte Hornets content. So if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the just most incompetent team I've ever seen. I never get upset on here just because of the fact that, one, it's the off season, so it's really easy to not get upset. Two, I do feel like the Hornets' hands have been tied with the Miles Bridges situation. But three, there's just no point. I was kind of upset last year, and maybe not the year before, but upset last year through a lot of the season. I was like, what's the point? What's the point of me getting that upset? Just because I know what this is like. But this is one of those videos, and I try not to make too many because who wants to just want to complain all day? But this is one of the videos where I'm really just sick and tired of just this team. The Cavs made a move for Donovan Mitchell, which however you think the cat like that may fit between Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, it is what it is. We can talk about that later, but they still tried, is my point. And they tried with a good player. The Hornets tried with Lance Stevenson or a broken Gordon Hayward, an old Gordon Hayward. It's just, I am so tired of this team just sitting there and doing nothing. And that's not just this offseason. That's my whole life. I'm just so sick and tired of them just sitting there with it. Like, they act like everybody's going to want you. There's some moves you got to make. And I get that, let's say the Donovan Mitchell thing doesn't pan out and it's a horrible decision. They at least try. Like, the Hornets just try. They just never, ever seem to even try. And it's just so frustrating because it's like, how can I support a team that never just always sits there like everybody's supposed to come to them? The game is supposed to come to them. It's just so frustrating. It's because, like, the Cavs, they lost LeBron twice. And both times everybody was laughing at them. It was like, look at them. They suck. The Hornets sucked this whole time, and still they have not yet to complete one rebuild. While the Cavs have lost LeBron, got Kyrie, got LeBron back, won a championship, lost LeBron again, and now I'm not saying they're going to automatically just win the title, but they are fighting for the title. If it wasn't for injuries last season, they probably would have been in the playoffs regardless and not even have to go through the play-in. Yet, here the Hornets are, and that whole time still trying to complete just one single rebuild. It's just so frustrating that this team just likes to sit there and just wait on air. And then, I get it. I'm one of the biggest advocates, I know a lot of people are upset about the offseason the Hornets have currently had. I'm one of the biggest advocates for saying the Miles Bridges situation really messed them up, and it's really hard to expect them to do anything. However, we haven't even heard anything. I'm not even talking about the Miles Bridges situation itself, but just from the front office, there's something you can tell us. Just tell us anything. Tell us that you're looking, instead of hearing reports that you're looking at Elfrid Payton or Kemba Walker or bringing back IT. Tell us something. Tell us the direction of the team. You know why you can't? You know why they haven't told us the direction of the team? It's because they don't know the direction of the team. And that's just the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in my life. I just wish this team would just get off their butt and do something. Like, I get it that you can't all of a sudden make a move for Donovan Mitchell. I'm not saying that what the Cavs gave up for Donovan Mitchell is the perfect, is like, oh, the Hornets could have gave it. I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is I applaud the Cavs for trying. You saw that you had a young Darius Garland. You have a young Jared Allen. You have a young Evan Mobley. Very talented players. And you're like, all right, we don't need to see anymore. Let's ride. Let's figure something out, and let's just make the jump and just see what happens. But instead, we have the Hornets who have LaMelo Ball, and then last year had Miles Bridges, who you knew even halfway through the season that Miles Bridges was what we thought he was, 2 seasons ago when it was only the end of the season. Past trade deadline, that was your chance to do something. But you know what you did? You got freaking Montrezl Harrell, which good for LaMelo's pick and roll, but LaMelo still doesn't have a center, and he's one of the best passers in the league, and the pick and roll numbers with Montrezl Harrell are insane, and yet you don't get him a real center. Still, like, even Mark Williams, I love Mark Williams' game, but it's just he's a rookie, and that is what it is. I'm not going to expect some rookie center to come in and all of a sudden be the perfect pair with LaMelo. It's not going to work that way. So just please get off your butt and do something. I'm just so sick and tired of this team just sitting there doing nothing. Tank. Yeah, that's fine with me, but you're doing something. At least I know for a fact you have the centerpiece in LaMelo Ball. You can tank and then build. LaMelo is a super talented player. We've seen that you can put just decent players around him, and we're going to get in the play-in. And if it wasn't for just them folding, that's on the players. If it wasn't for them folding in the play-in, we would have made the playoffs 2 years in a row. I really believe that. However, You don't want to do that. You want to try to force an aging Gordon Hayward, a Terry Rozier, who I love Terry Rozier and what he does for the team, but it's just that's not going to get you over the hump. And it's just like you're trying to force that and tell us that's good enough for a play-in spot. This play-in is meaningless now to us. But anyway, I don't want to rant because I'll be here for all day. This is supposed to be a short video, but all I'm saying is you have LaMelo. You know he's super talented. There's no doubt in your mind he's super talented. Why not give him what he needs instead of trying to do whatever? I don't know what you're trying to do. Neither do you. That's why y'all never come out and say anything about just the state of the team. That's all I ask. I get that Miles Bridges is holding y'all up, but say something. Instead, we're getting reports from Heavy.com and these random websites that you're looking at Elfrid Payton. Come on, man. Do something.